Hey up, hope you're well. Welcome to the channel, Ecosystem Koi. If you're new, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button, really appreciate it. The channel's a year old now, so there's just about everything on there, covering my first year with a Ecosystem Koi pond, and then onto fry setups and just how I've done things. As per with everything on the channel, it's my experiences, it's what I've done. Good, bad and ugly. There's mistakes on there, there's things that I've done and things that I've encountered over the first year of running a koi pond and koi fry setups. So hopefully those videos will provide good information and good learning experiences for people out there in a similar position to me last year, where I was learning everything. So yeah, if you do find them of any help whatsoever, like and subscribe is always appreciated, and we'll get on with this week's video. Cheers. Hey up, hope you're all doing well. So I'm back in the garage, and those of you that have seen the channel and seen the fry setup in here, it's all changed completely. So what prompted the change was the two tanks in here I had in mind, so the green one and the black one. So what I wanted with those tanks was to grow the fry from their initial stage, from 6 to 8 weeks, grow them and then put them outdoors, which I started to do. And again, anyone that's seen the channel, the tanks ruptured. I'll link the video up here, and I had to bring the fry, too many fry then, back into these two tanks. So I ended up having a massive nitrite spike. Couldn't keep on, the filter couldn't keep, it was on an easy pod basically. So if you knew the setup, it was these two tanks, roughly 700 gallons in total. Is that right, 700? Yes, I think so. 700 gallons between the two tanks. Just on an easy pod and a shower, and basically there was too many fry because the outdoor tanks had ruptured. I couldn't risk leaving them in there, not all of them. I had to lower the water levels outside. Anyway, it's all been documented on the channel. I'll link all sorts of videos through this so you can see what happened. So, see, I'm waffling. What I decided to do was bite the bullet, put a Nexus in here to run these two tanks, because it is going to be running, it is going to be the gry, go on Bennett, get your words out, it is going to be for growing the fry. So that's what these two tanks were initially for, and that's what I want them to be for. So I need them to be massively overfiltered basically. So you can see there, we've put a Nexus. Let's go round. You have to excuse the mess, I'm still so it's been running maybe a couple of weeks tops, not even that, no, it's been running a week. The K1's starting to boil. It's pretty spotless. We cleaned it yesterday along with the outdoors. One thing with this Nexus, it's only got the 100 litres of K plus that it comes with in the bio chamber at the minute, and probably about 25 litres out of the Nexus that I've got running outdoors, just because that's more mature. You can see a slight discoloration to some of it. Like I said, it is only just starting to boil, so temporary solution for the air pump, that's just sitting on there. I don't even know what's that capable of, to be honest. 4,200 litres an hour, so whatever that equates to. It's probably not quite enough. Well, I don't know, it's doing a decent job of keeping this boiled, so we'll see when it really matures, and when I'm probably going to put another 100 litres or so in there, especially ready for next year's fry. As you can see, both bottom drains, there's still a bit of piping lying around. Both bottom drains are linked. You can see on that T-piece there, one comes round into this valve, into this one, and into the black tank. So these returns, so it's the similar principle, but I've just not got a shower on here anymore because I'll have enough biofilter with the Nexus. So it goes out via the pump. It's a 15,000 litre an hour eco. We'll go and see that control in a minute, but it was pretty much thrown together with the piping that I already had. So you'll see quite a lot of boots rather than joints. You see here there's a couple of rubber connectors. There's quite a lot of that going on because I've tried my best to recycle the pipework that I already had. So it goes out from the pump outdoors to the heat pump, the air source heat pump, back into the UV, which is not on yet, it's not wired in, and then that returns there, and this one comes around and returns there. This one I've got just capped off, if you like. That's going to be the overflow, hopefully, if I put a trickle in, trickle out. That hose there, that will be the trickle out, if that makes sense. So you can see there's a little bit of oil on top of the water. I've fed them recently. Yeah, we've got a decent flow rate, a decent return to both tanks, which is what I wanted, provide a good current. And because it's a brand new filter, I've got four in here. Probably the biggest there is 20 cm, and 5 or 6 in here. And these poor fellas are the unlucky ones that chose to cycle the filter. So they were outdoors in the window tank, but they're going to cycle the Nexus for me. So I've got my bench over there full of stuff. That's all my treatments. I've had a bit of a tidy, but it's still shockingly messy. I've got the insulation and the sidings to put back on these tanks, and I've got some old carpet to go underneath that one, and I've got some insulation to go underneath that one. These concrete blocks were left over from where I raised the Nexus. I probably could have got away without raising it up for the water level, but so it looks like the Nexus is running quite low, but that's as much as I want to do. I've just got some netting, so I can do some net covers for these. Here's my table with bits and bobs. So I haven't done a video on this yet. It's a bit new and shiny. So we've got the new photometer, which has been superb for helping me get these systems running right, especially the outdoor one. It just gives me a bit more precise testing for the ammonia and nitrite. So there we go. I think that's just about everything for these, the new indoor setup. I much prefer it to the, oh, here's the pump controller. So this dechlorinator I'm not using anymore. I might do just for these two tanks, but no, saying that, if I'm going to run a trickle in, I want it coming through the big blue, so yeah, probably not. So there's the pump controller. Again, everything's sort of temporary in place, and it's all just running off this switch box at the minute that I've left in place. So I've got a timer switch box that's probably going to go there, and I'm going to run everything through that eventually. So the lighting, I want on a timer, so these guys aren't sat in the dark all the time. Not even to, you know, they're probably not getting any benefit from the light, other than they're not sat in the dark all the time.